MLB Network comes to you live from the Mile High City and Coors Field. Ought to be a good one here between the expansion-era Boomers and the Colorado Rockies. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, number 32. MLB Network comes to you live from the Mile High City and Coors Field. Should be a good one here. Number 22 gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Behind 0-2 now. And that one stayed up a little high. Blue skies forecasted this afternoon, 58 degrees here at first pitch. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And with that, here's how the visiting expansion-era Boomers are lining up. Mark, what's your take on them against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that can sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Reggie. working on striking out the side in the first. And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Phil Niekro, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Dexter Fowler is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
That one just kept going and going. You won't see many long balls hit farther than that this season, and as ShowTrack tells us, it carried a projected 460 feet. That's big boy territory.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our ShowTrack technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Matt Holliday standing in now. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado, a Silver Slugger winner a year ago in the National League. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. High in the air down the right field line. Jackson is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Niekro's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. And this ball hit well by Gonzalez out to deep right field.
And gone up into the second deck. That one just kept going and going. You won't see many long balls hit farther than that this season, and as ShowTrack tells us, it carried a projected 460 feet. That's big boy territory.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, Dero, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
And the Rockies just keep right on rolling as this ought to be extra bases again. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Stepping in now, number 22. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And that's more than a mile high, up into the rooftop area.
Now batting.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Dexter Fowler.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. On his way to second is Blackmon. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone. Now that had to feel good, because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Into the box, Matt Holliday, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-1 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Dykstra going back at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Holliday takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Arenado. And he will pull into second with a two-out double. Now that had to feel good, because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A two-run home run for Troy Tulowitzki, as this lead got even wider. Standing in now, Carlos Gonzalez.
Not an easy thing to do, to hit that knuckleball, because it dances and darts all over the place, but he crushed that last one, hit it well over 400 feet.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. If you've lost count, it's understandable. That was their 9th home run of the game. Can you believe what we're seeing in this? Can you believe what we're seeing out of this lineup today, guys?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. But they threw up a really crooked number there as 13 men crossed the plate. Digging in, Mike Schmidt. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Jim.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Number 22.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 22. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
Not an easy thing to do because that knuckleball doesn't have a lot of velo. He was able to pull it, but keep it just enough fair for the long home run.
Second baseman, Dexter.
So stepping in, Dexter Fowler. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far and looking to add to that here. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Some of the natural splendor of Denver and the surrounding areas. So we thank you for joining us here for Matinee Baseball on MLB Network. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Number 8.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. To score after doubling. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
Well, with that base hit, Debro, he's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. The only one he needs now is the home run, and he should get another AB in this one.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. People are like to downplay the cycle a little bit. I'm a huge fan of it myself. If he can mix in this homer right here, not only hits for the cycle, but 4 knocks in the game.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. The tag, and he is out. And he's able to get back in there at first safely. Coming to the plate now, Nolan Arenado. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Here's a strike.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Gone! This has almost been a superhuman performance from this lineup. 10 home runs in the game. When's the last time you can remember a team knocking that many balls out of the park?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Number 5, Carlos.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
At the plate, Ian Desmond. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Desmond.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Line to the right side, but foul. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Tulowitzki at second. Desmond on at first with 2 down. Into the corner and slicing foul. Oh, and 2, here it is. Lined into right, a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. At the plate, number 22, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to short, reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. Lenny Dykstra the next to bat. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Popped him up. Desmond has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding in, Reggie Jackson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So striding forward now, Dexter Fowler. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Dykstra ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 24.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 7, Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday standing in now. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Blyleven into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reggie has a play. And the inning is over. 1-2. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
The first baseman, number
Stepping up now, Eddie Murray, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
left fielder, Jim Wright.
Chopper right side of the infield. Desmond fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Third baseman,
First pitch coming, here it is.
Arenado.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
It was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Stepping into the box, Ian Desmond. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Catcher, number 00.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Iannetta. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
In now, number 22. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey.
Into the second deck and gone.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Here's Dexter Fowler now,
Second baseman,
as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Squared that one up just a little late. Blyleven has his sign. Here's the 0-2. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Here comes the first pitch.
leading things off.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Sandberg.
A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball. Sandberg is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Wade Boggs will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Derek Hirsch gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. Now at the plate, Matt Holliday. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Line to the right side. Jackson is right there as he takes it for the second out. Nolan Arenado will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he will get there to make the running play. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Lenny Dykstra the next to bat. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Robin Yount goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Digging in, Reggie Jackson. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
A little roller toward the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 7 perfect innings as he begins to close in now.
Leading off for the Rockies.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And this ball hit well by Gonzalez out to deep right field. Gone all the way into the upper deck.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Dykstra is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Number 00.
Now at the plate, Chris Iannetta. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, Were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Iannetta rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further. Wow, we really got to see some elite speed burning around the base paths on that play. He came all the way around to score rather easily, and that top speed on show track makes me think we should start saying he's in scoring position when he's at first base. Here's Dexter Fowler now. Line drive to center field. Dykstra is there, 2 gone. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Dykstra looking up into the bleachers and gone.
You know he was going to be swinging for the fences up there, and that's exactly what he did. Blasted that thing and put an exclamation point on a game that he'll never forget, and neither will these fans.
Matt Holliday standing in now. Is swung on and driven out to right center field, a ball that's well hit, but that'll be off the wall in right center. Holliday still running. He's headed for third, and he is into third base with a triple. His third hit this afternoon.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that 3-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single, so if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
Line drive to left. Rice is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The first baseman, number 33.
Stepping up to the plate, Eddie Murray, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 0-1 the count. 0-1 count and the pitch. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to... Standing in, Troy Tulowitzki, working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. High pop up. Murray is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away. So 1 gone for the Rockies here in the 8th. And standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime in his lap.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And fouled, though it had the home run distance. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line. It screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Lined but speared on a hop.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Sandberg, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 50,445. The Rockies thank you for joining us here today. And as you exit Coors Field, we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network comes number 22. The native of Colorado gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. Coming to the plate now, Cal Ripken. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Oral Hershiser takes the mound for the Beasts today. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard.
Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Griffey is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Late Chipper Jones. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now batting, Mike Piazza. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
So add 1 more. So digging in now, Troy Tulowitzki, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Hard liner to center field. Griffey Jr. has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first down. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
But we just witnessed some elite speed going from first to third as Showtrack is demonstrating. You won't find many other guys in this or any other sport for that matter that are capable of picking them up and putting them down like he can, and it ended up making a play not even close at third.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. And not in time as the run scores. Into the box now, number 22. He stands in for the first time in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it.
And that's a home run into the top tank. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Showtrack. Great exit velocity and the projected distance. Comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Some of the natural splendor of Denver and the surrounding areas. So we thank you for joining us here for Matinee Baseball on MLB Network. Now to the plate, Luis Gonzalez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left. Holiday on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Stepping in, Roberto Alomar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Chopped weakly to the left. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So here now is the pitcher, Oral Hershiser. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And here's Iannetta to make the catch, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Dexter Fowler, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First delivery to him on the way. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second.
This one is launched. Look at this. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Ian Desmond. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Way gone, out to the tree farm.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Standing in now, number 22. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
First offering on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the bleachers and gone. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in a big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
This is line to left. Gonzalez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Digging hard, he's headed for third. And the offense continues as he's into third with a triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Popped him up. Thomas in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. Ready for another chance? Tony Gwynn. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
LeMahieu backs up and takes care of it, 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey Jr. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Got him. Maybe the best palm ball he's thrown, and that'll end it. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Carlos Gonzalez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Lined hard toward right center. Griffey is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. It's off the rocks and gone. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by show track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed it.
The runner from second crosses the plate. The relay throw, and Fowler will get there. He's got a triple. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. The relay absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
Number 2, Troy.
As he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Around second, Tulowitzki heading for third. The relay throw, and Tulowitzki will make it to third with a triple.
The right fielder, number 5.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. This is pulled into right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting.
Standing in, Ian Desmond. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Left side, backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
The catcher, number
Ready once again, Chris Iannetta. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents to say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line.
They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
We're going to see something pretty special here on Show Track. Check out the top speed of one of the fastest men in baseball as he goes all the way from first to home to score rather easily. That's about as good as it gets in the speed category right there.
In now, number 22. Griffey Jr. is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Chipper Jones. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Chipper Jones goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Stepping into the box, Mike Piazza. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay.